Hi everyone, this is your tone and mood page in your interactive notebook. If for some reason you do not have these pieces, I can get you those the next time I see you. But for now, those of you that do have it, I'd like you to notice that you put your big circle behind your little circle, and then the little circle has little flaps. I'd like to start by us first filling out this top part. It's a fill in the blank of words to help you understand the difference between tone and mood. Tone is the author's attitude toward a topic or subject. So that basically means when the author wrote the book, the story, the TV show, the movie script, it's how that author was feeling about that subject. But then authors can create tone with their choice of words. However, the mood is the reader's feelings about the author's words. So the mood is when you, the reader or the viewer of a TV show, watches or reads something. It's how you feel. It's how the writing makes you feel. So, for example, down here, and it doesn't matter what order how you turn this circle, but we're just gonna follow along how I have. So find your flap that says the solemn evening light deepened into a darkness that spread across the barren land. With stooped shoulders, Jim began walking. Just to clarify a couple words in there, we know that solemn is very quiet. And we know that barren means it's really, really empty. There's nothing there. And when someone walks with stooped shoulders, their shoulders are way down and they're showing you how they feel. And so when I read this, the mood that I felt was actually lonely, sad, somber, and empty. Maybe you had some of those. Maybe you had a few different ones. Feel free to add the ones that I wrote down here. All right, next, let's take a look at this one that's kind of sideways here. As the fireworks glittered across the sky, a flag-waving crowd of thousands cheered. Their smiling faces turned toward Lady Liberty, lifting high her lantern of freedom. So you can picture this was written about maybe a celebration that's going on at the foot of the Statue of Liberty, or maybe it was even like on 4th of July, and people could see the Statue of Liberty from afar. And so when I read this, how I felt, remember, because mood is the reader's feelings about the author's word, I felt proud, patriotic, unified, and together. I'm gonna flip the whole thing upside down here. Sorry, technical difficulties. Let's take a look. All right, so we have jagged lightning lit the drenched trees. Maya trembled, understanding the danger of staying where she was. The cave may be her only hope of surviving the night, but there was no mistaking the low growl she heard from within. So we got a girl who's basically out in the woods, and there's a big storm coming, and she knows she has to get out of the storm, but if she does, she has to go into a cave where she's pretty sure there's an animal. And think about, as you read this, how did this make you feel? That would be the mood. I felt nervous for her, scared, uncomfortable, worried, and anxious. Finally, we have the finish line within sight now. Connor's legs burned, but he pushed on, telling himself that if the unthinkable happened and he collapsed, he would drag himself across the line one way or another. As someone who used to do a lot of running and races, I could understand this. Just towards the end, you feel like you have nothing left, but you want to keep going. People are cheering, everybody's around, maybe your loved ones are at the finish line. You don't want to walk, you don't want to crawl, or you don't want to fall down at this point. And so I put myself in this Connor's shoes, and I felt determined, strong, willing, and I felt perseverance. Perseverance means that you have this will to keep on going. So I hope you had a chance to fill this out, and feel free to add my answers to yours.